Jahri Evans out of Bloomsburg College, Saints Super Bowl champion, played guard in the NFL for 12 seasons. Did you ever imagine you'd be in Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame?
It's a blessing, man. It's an honor. It wasn't on my radar. Starting off, I always wanted to be the best player I could be. I wanted to be the best Saints player I could be, the best teammate. But, after this weekend, just going in with so many great athletes, so many great coaches, and understanding that there's so many more out there that are really die hard about getting into the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame, that have great resumes. It's a true honor. I'm thrilled about it. I'm a Philadelphian, but Louisiana is definitely home to me. And I'm just looking forward to more years getting down there, meeting previous inductees, future inductees, and really taking it all in.
Jahri, now that Sean Payton's no longer the head coach here in New Orleans, you got any good stories that you haven't been able to tell that you can now tell from a funny Sean Payton story or an interesting Sean Payton moment?
We were I was just on my radio show, the All Pro Philly show here in Philly, and I was just telling them how, Coach Payton would take away food items from us. I was saying, how can the Phillies be good as soon as they fired their manager? Like, what happened? Did they change the keg in the clubhouse? And they were laughing. I was saying, Coach Payton tried to take away bacon from us. We're not doing any more bacon in the breakfast. Like, Coach, you're going to try to take away bacon? Like, come on, Coach, bacon.
What was his reasoning?
Pies on the plate. What's up?
What was his reasoning for bacon?
I don't know. It was just to shake things up or something. It wasn't like a punishment or anything. When he did the CrossFit thing, Coach Payton came back as a different guy. He was working out. He was health conscious. But there's so many Coach Payton stories. I'm trying to think of more that come to mind.
You ever got your butt chewed by him?
Oh yeah, for sure. Coach Payton will always, he was a player's coach, but he knew how to, be firm with guys, tell you exactly how he felt. One thing he told me, he's like, I ain't got to see it every day, but I got to see it, in practice. I got to know that you're going to have that mentality on game day and execute the game, the game plan. But he knew up front that we were going to get it done. He trusted in us to get it done, and we trusted in him to do things the right way too. I'll give you another thing. We're in Tampa Bay. It's like the monsoon game. It's like raining like ridiculously crazy, and Stench never gets upset, never gets pissed. But this day, right, it was him and Coach Payton, just going at it. We're not running the ball. We're throwing the ball. It's wet. Everybody's dropping the ball. It's torrential downpour. And him and Stench have been going at it the last couple series, and Stench just comes off and decks this red fan on the sideline. And you see Coach Payton look over, and you're like, all right, we were definitely going to run the ball next drive. We're going 3 straight passes again. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But we did win that game. But Coach Payton was a great coach. He still is a great coach. And we won a lot of games because of the things that he implemented and the things that he did. He's an awesome play caller, awesome man, and he's going to have a ton of accolades coming his way as well.
You think he's a Hall of Famer?
I do. I think that the play designs that he thought about, just the way guys came in and out of his break, watching him talking to the wide receivers on how to manipulate defenders and what, Drew eyes are seeing and how they plan it. And from a quarterback perspective, I always felt like, he was coaching us, but he was out there playing as well. And you can see that in how his brain worked, how his mind worked, just on how many, sheer amount of packages that he would put together. He was a real performer off the field and preparing us and making sure that the one thing our coaching staff always did was they didn't overcoach, but they made sure that they put us in the best position to win with giving us the proper information, and if you go back and watch a lot of things that we did and how we had success, we beat defenses pre-snap because we saw things that we watched on film that they gave us to watch. And that was just how far ahead he was, I think, ahead of defensive coordinators. Being able to manipulate them into playing into defenses that we wanted them to play that we practice.